Okay. So we get a story from Fox News about a Colorado dad sentenced to 72 years in prison after son, I guess he was 7 years old, was found encased in concrete inside of a storage unit. So we're looking at this story. Um, the guy's name is Leland Pankey. He's 40 years old. I guess he killed his son. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. And the reason why I'm saying yada 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 is because what I'm showing here and what I teach here is gematria, which is coding numbers into letters and getting a numerical value from the numbers or from the words. You type out the words and you get certain values. So Panky, notice how he gets 72 years, right, for killing his son. Panky. It's also interesting is Leland is 33. The story comes today with a 33 date numerology. He gets the 72 years. Oh, look at this. Day of the year. Today's the 60th day of the year. Let's see. Leland. Yep. There we go. 60. So this cipher right here is the alphabet backwards. And then this is the same thing. It's backwards with the rules of numerology. So if you don't know what that is, numerology is in this particular instance with gematria, I guess. I mean, it's most numerology is reducing, you know, numbers down to a single digit number, except for certain numbers like 11, 22, 33, they can stay paired up. But yeah, the 60, look at that. But the reason why you get 60 is because it's backwards. And that's where A is, 26, and the numerology of 26 is 8. So that's why you get this thing, this value. If you're new to the work, or you're wondering how the values get generated. So, with that being said, isn't that lovely? His name is 60. Let's see. He was what, 40 years old? Huh. Well, it did say a 7-year-old. 49 is, square root of 49 is 7. It could be a reach, but square root 11. I'm just talking about 40. 40 years old has a value of 40. Huh. And then this is the 27th prime number, 103. So you see how Panky equals 27. Interesting, right? 40-year-old. I don't know if that makes a difference. I know 113 is the 30th prime. That's the 13th, yep. Story to do with death, 13. 13 has a lot to do with death. I mean, I don't know if this is relevant, but, it's worth noting. Tarot card 13 is the death card. So it could be relevant to this study. What else? There's a lot more here. I haven't really looked at the story like that. I'm doing it kind of on the fly. He was in a dog kennel a few days. It's terrible. This is terrible. 40-year-old. Huh. Match it. Huh. A few days, 84, 40-year-old, 84. Man. Man, that's terrible, dude. I mean, even if, the story's real, I mean, the thing is like, why are these numbers matching up? That's the biggest thing for me. Is like, before knowing this shit, knowing gematria, it's like I never would have thought about this, and I wouldn't have never thought about the numbers and the letters and all that. 16 plus 32 is 48. Can we see 48 somewhere? Huh. Leland Pankey, 48. But see, it's like things like that. Like you can't really. I don't know, man. I don't know. You can't drive yourself absolutely crazy, but it's still worth checking out, because it's like, why is this happening like this? 63, 54. There could also be something I'm missing. I didn't really like examine the whole. Well, that is the article. All right, well, that's what it is. Who died sometime in July 2018. So from July 2018, well, we're not going to know. June, July. You're not going to know exactly what it is. 21 weeks. See, I don't know. It doesn't give you an exact day. It's not like July 7th, so you can't really measure it that way. But his body was found in December. He died sometime in July. And, I just find it interesting. 7 years old, 21 weeks, 7, 14, 21. I know it could be a reach, but, 21, 210. But who knows, like, what part or what day it was. The only clue we really got is, you know, besides knowing the actual day it happened, it could be 20 weeks. Oh, well. I mean, it could be 20 weeks and death equals 20, but it depends. It could have been 21 weeks. I don't know. But it makes sense. His last name, Pankey, 72. He gets 72 years. Oh, man. Found encased 7-year-old son. I don't even really enjoy doing this shit, but the problem is it's hard to believe the news anymore. 27. Huh. 27. Huh. So to me, it's like you can't really believe the news. I mean, it's always been like that, but I'm saying like most news stories are like this. Like, you see, Alicia, her full name, Alicia Pankey's 54, 7-year-old son's 54. It's like, what are the chances of all that? You know? The 35th prime number, 149. It's the 35th prime number. I don't know. Stumped. Stumped. I'm so stumped. I'm so stumped. I'm a stumped. But, well, today is February 29th. And 149 is the 35th prime number, right? And look, 35. So, like, it all comes together. Like, it really does. When you know what you're looking for, too, it really does come all together. I didn't even run the kid's name. That's terrible. I don't want to believe the story, man. I really don't. Oh, man. So, like, 7-year-old son equals 44. Well, 193 is the 44th prime number, but we're getting a story about a father killing his son. Kill. You know, there's a lot of other words that equal 44, obviously. I just don't know them. I know murder's 38. Uh, oh, man. But, yeah. Yep. Huh. See? It's always something, though. Keenan McWilliams, and we're getting the story today. It was published 5 hours ago. I'm getting it today, February 29th. Which indeed is the 60th day of the year. So if this doesn't prove somewhat that I mean, maybe the events are happening and they're out and they're waiting for the perfect day, but it's like there's no way, man. It's no way the father and the son have the same name. Jim, I don't know. It's like weird, man. Leland Pankey. It's like how the hell? How is that even possible? I mean, that's like, I don't know, man. It could be organic because there's a lot of stuff that, is very organic for my name and, has a lot of connections to my family and whatnot. Like I got a lot of connections, but I don't know, man. Man, it's tough. It's tough to say. Well, man, found encased in storage unit. See, they also got a little smarter. They used to put things in quotation marks, and it would be a dead giveaway. So you don't count zeros in numerology. So this phrase, encased in concrete in a storage unit, has a value of 330, which looks a lot like 33 when you don't count the zeros. I think we seen 141 just recently. Right here, Caden McWilliams, 141, 141. You see though? 507. But that's the thing, man. I mean, there are other ciphers and stuff that if you know what you're looking for, you know, they mean certain things. You know, there's so many different ciphers, but, you know, the ones that seem to matter are like, or seem to matter the most of these ciphers. And sometimes this, which is a terrible cipher. I don't even like using that shit. But it is what it is, you know. It's not really hard to see what's going on here. Sometimes I just like to do this. Yep. Murder, 3883. Fourteenth prime. Huh. Interesting though. Interesting. It's hard for it not to be interesting. The 40th prime number. Isn't he 40 years old? The dad? There it is. All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up with that because you can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But I'm glad I ended it with that because that's telling right there. That 173 is the 40th prime number and the father's 40 years old. So I don't know how much more clearer it could be, but if this work interests you, you know, check it out. Check it out. Check it out.